Hello, hello. I am back. I am finally back. Everything is in somewhat working condition now. Holy hell. What has been going on, everyone? So to explain myself. Well, first, how's everyone been? I've been feeling good. I've been feeling not good actually. That's a lie. I've actually been sick for the last couple of days, so it's been a real shitty week if I'm gonna be honest with you. Like since I haven't been able to stream, it's just been poor. Everything's just gone to shit a bit really, but we're back now, so hopefully things will start to get back on track. Hopefully we can, have some fun again in 2024 because boy, the first 2 weeks of 2024, not bad. But then starting from like last Friday, oh, not good. So, for those of you that have been wondering, I did post an image as to what was going on, but I will show you guys anyways. But, oh, yeah, that's it. So this is what was happening. Oh, oops. This is what was happening to my computer. So something called artifacting apparently. So my GPU, I don't know what happened to it, my graphics card, but it was just cooked essentially. It was happening every now and then where essentially this would happen to the screen and then it would either close the game and close OBS and close everything, or it would just do a restart. It would just restart the PC. So it was actually something to do with the graphics card itself. It wasn't just a one-time thing. My graphics card was just, to be honest with you, I still don't know what's wrong with it, but it's replaced now. So I've got a nice new graphics card, which boy, thank God I had a warranty on that. But yeah, otherwise I would have to pay. Oh God, I don't even want to think about the money I would have had to pay if I didn't have warranty. But yeah, luckily managed to get a new graphics card replaced. Took a while, but to get here, but got it done. But yeah, this was what was happening. Yeah, so anytime I was just playing a game, or even trying to stream, or even just doing anything on my computer, this would just come up, and then the whole thing would just either close everything, and then the monitors would turn. Well, yeah, it would either close everything and then reopen it, or it would essentially just do a complete restart, as if it was like logging back on again, which is annoying. But hey, we're here now. Everything's back to normal, and other than that's been happening to me trying to fix that, I've been also sick for like the last couple of days. If you can't tell by my voice, so. Even though we are back to streaming, I am just doing a bit of a short one, just to sort of catch you guys up on everything that's been going on. So, not going to be a long one today, but I did want to, just do a little catch-up session, and hopefully, once this little sickness of mine goes away, we'll be back to some normal stuff. And I do want to do a like I said before, a more shorter game. Nothing as long and as big as a GTA, but still want to be doing something. Anyways, what else? Speaking of being back, woohoo! Goddamn right, we are also back. The Arsenal, the Gunners, we are back. I don't know how that was counted as an own goal. That was clearly scored by Gabriel. I don't know how. I don't get it. And but yeah, we are back. But unfortunately, it does look like big man Declan Rice, it seems like our boy is injured, possibly, and it looks like a bad one. It might be a hamstring injury. So even though we got a good, nice amount of goals scored, we might have lost we might have lost another key player, for fuck's sake. So yeah, that's going to be a pain in the ass, but I'm just happy that we won, of course. After everyone had a good break, and then I don't think we got another game until so not for a while again, so not till literally 10 days time. So that should be obviously a hamstring. If it is a hamstring injury for a Declan Rice, that's not going to be that's not going to be fixed in 10 days. But at least it's like, for all the other players, at least it's another nice little bit of a rest. And things are looking good. We might be getting Partey back soon, and Timber is making really good progress. But I'm not going to push Timber. I wouldn't push for Timber at all, really. Not even the season, really, if I'm being honest. I would probably save that just for like a, maybe like last few games of the season sort of thing, or just full on, just keep him healthy, not play a single game this season, and then just go full on next season instead, if I'm being honest. I don't want to risk players' careers, you know. Let's not do that. That's silly. But yeah, this is a fantastic start. This is a great start. This is a back to winning ways, hopefully. You know, so let's kick on, and Nottingham Forest, let's do it. Let's do it. And or is it? We're away at Nottingham Forest as well, so it should be alright. We should be right. I mean, we lost there last time, but yeah. Oh god, this is like giving me PTSD now, because I genuinely thought that this was like I can't lie to you guys. When this started showing up, I was like, I'm not like, listen, I'm not a guy who's like that's like heavily into believing in fate, you know, like, oh, this is a sign of this, that, you know, I'll meet the love of my life, or I'm gonna win the lottery or something. But when this started showing up, I was like, do I keep streaming? Is this the world just telling me that maybe we should just give up on it? But you know what? I don't believe in fate all that much, so I just got it fixed, and here we are again. So yeah, don't worry guys, I will still be streaming. Until I no longer have fun with it. But for now, I'm enjoying, and I'm happy to be back. But yeah, it'll be a short one. God, yeah, this is just so annoying. So it's fixed now though. It's fixed. We don't have to worry about this anymore. So the other thing I wanted to check out, I did owe you guys a reaction. I said I was going to do the Xbox Direct thing. So we're not going to do the... You guys have probably already watched it, of course, but I do want to at least have I still want to watch it. Probably not the whole thing. I'm probably going to skip a little bit. Obviously, I've not actually watched this trailers and the gameplays themselves yet, but I at least want to have a little bit of a look, you know. First, before we do that, I remember seeing there were some trailers that I did want to see, and the first one was, let's see if it's down here. Yes, this. Listen, it's been a long time since I played a fighting game. The last one I played was Mortal Kombat 9, when, like I said, when Raiden did all the time travel bullshit and reset the timeline essentially back to Mortal Kombat 1 through, and then that game took place during like the 1 through 3. That was the last time I actually played a fighting game, sorry. I don't know, I've played a game since then, but yeah, that was the last fighting game I played. But I'm really interested to see what Tekken's doing, because I heard the last one was quite good in terms of actual gameplay, not in terms of story. I heard the story was kind of trash for the last one, even though that's the one where they killed off Heihachi, for Christ's sake. Alright. Oh! Best opening, always. Woo! Love that. Love that. Let's put that. Man, Tekken designs. There's something else, man. It's always hype. It's always so ridiculous, but also so cool looking. That's the only way I could say. It's like ridiculously high fashion. Like, you can only be a Tekken character to pull off the fits that they have. Look at these guys, man. Okay, this one's a decent fit. I can see people wearing that in real life. I see people wearing this in real life. Music's good. Oh yeah, there he is. Come on, edgy hero. Just because you started World War 3 doesn't mean you get to laze around now. Look at these cool designs, man. Oh yes, the dancing. Oof, cool. The bears. Hey, aren't you supposed to be dead? Alright, we had one father-son confrontation, now it's time for the other one. Oh yeah, there it is. Twisted Link, and that's an 8. Yeah. Woohoo! I can't lie, the logo goes hard. Season 1. Oh, I know those movements anywhere. Oh god,
Coração ardente, mas cabeça fria.
Hello, Eddie. It feels weird. It feels weird seeing like a legacy character as a DLC. Like it's, I don't know, man. It's not like, you know, how should I put it? It's not like having Ryu or Chun-Li as DLC, because if Street Fighter did that, that would be way too ridiculous, and people would actually like be pissed off about that. It's more like having maybe like a Zangief as a DLC character. You know, like, it's a character that people obviously love and expect to be within the starting lineup. So it's definitely weird that a character as popular as Eddie, and a legacy character as well, would be DLC. Obviously, it's good that he's the first DLC character to be revealed and to be released. So there's that. But really, I don't know, man. It really feels like he should be in the starting lineup. It'd be like if you start like a COD or a Battlefield game, and like your basic AK or something was locked, and you had to, and not just locked, that would be a DLC weapon. Like, it's an AK, for fuck's sake. That should be in the base game, even if I have to unlock it, which is weird. The AK should still be in the base game anyways, right? Like, come on, it's an AK. It's a quintessential gun. Same way Eddie, I feel like, is a quintessential character. Like, he's not the most popular, but he's definitely up there. Okay, what else? Yeah, I saw that on Persona. What are these games, bro? So yeah, that's. I don't really want. I don't know what's going on with Final Fantasy. It's an odd one, to be fair. Frostpunk 2. I heard the first one is good and also ridiculously hard. But hey, it's a survival game. What are you expecting? To be fair, the world feels like Frostpunk right now. It's still fucking freezing over here in the UK, man. It's crazy how cold it is. Wow, I'm sure it's so different. I'm not gonna bother watching it. But I'm sure it's so different. Is that John Wick? What the hell? Prison Architect 2, hey. Diablo 4, I didn't really play. I like the world and the aesthetic of Diablo, but I've never actually played one myself. Shall we watch it anyways? Nah, yeah.
With Virgin Media's winter sale savings, pick up.
Okay. Is this gonna be one of the proper CGI? No, it's not.
Welcome, Wanderer.
Hello.
I sense that recent events have brought you to me.
Yeah, they might have.
These are strange times indeed.
You're a strange man as well.
Many fear the inexplicable. I deal in it. And you seek answers.
I seek nothing.
This will lead you to the knowledge you desire.
What knowledge would that be?
Legends state this rune is the missing piece of an arcane construct.
An arcane construct, you say?
A mighty weapon capable of harnessing ancient power for the one strong enough to control it.
Okay.
But be warned, for the construct is buried deep beneath Kyrgyzstan in the ancient vaults of Zoltan Kur.
So,
Untouched for centuries,
Isn't that Power Ranger thing?
they are protected
Zoltan?
by deadly traps of Kur's own design. And guarded
Oh, she didn't get
by
cooked.
his mechanical horrors.
Done.
But the architect Zoltan Kur overestimated his cleverness. In his hubris, the mage abandoned his work, leaving darker forces free to corrupt his machinations and claim the vault's power for themselves.
Oh, great. So, demonic
The
robots.
answers await
Great.
you in the depths. Take the rune, if you dare.
If you dare. Season of the Construct. Robotos. Nice. Ain't that Franklin? That is Franklin. Okay. Oh my god, Skull and Bones. I still refuse to believe that's a real game. Until it actually comes out, it ain't out. It doesn't exist. Until it's in my hands. Well, to be fair, I probably don't even want it, but until it's actually out in people's hands at least, I don't want it.
Say hello to...
Yeah, I asked this last time, but do we need to play the first Helldivers to play Helldivers 2? It looks interesting. It looks fun as hell. I want to play it. But is there a story or anything that I need to know from Helldivers 1 to play this? Or can I just jump straight in? 'Cause if I can just jump straight in, I'll do it. I'll happily do it.
The Federation of Super Earth,
This is
keeping
Starship
managed
Troopers as hell.
democracy safe with the lives of our heroes, protecting freedom from tyranny with the gentle touch of an iron fist.
Huh?
But liberty's enemies march ever closer.
Yeah, this is Starship
Together,
Troopers.
we must take back control of freedom.
Together for managed democracy.
Together for victory.
Sure.
Together for liberty.
Yeah,
Together
this
for
is
liberty.
Starship Troopers.
Together, they fight for freedom.
Okay, buddy.
Will you?
I mean, I'll fight for something.
Enlist in the galaxy's elite fighting force.
Ooh.
Work together to protect your future.
Oh, what the hell? That looks like that's like a Warhammer tank. Leon Russ.
Dispense peace with
The
the
ultimate
ultimate weaponry.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Become a legend.
Not yet. Just cool away. Nothing to worry about here.
Join the Helldivers.
Oh,
the galaxy's last line of offense.
Of offense.
Pre-order now.
Pre-order now.
PlayStation.
In the Vodafone Big Winter Sale.
No.
Get
Go away, Vodafone. Go away. Go away, Vodafone. Go away. That looks cool as hell. Let's see. Oh, Power World as well. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people playing Power World. You guys enjoying it? Is it really just Pokemon with guns, or is it actually more than that? Because from everything I've seen, it looks like more than just Pokemon with guns. But definitely the aesthetic is very, very obviously Pokemon. Nothing wrong with that, of course. I mean, I haven't played Pokemon since I was a kid, but Pokemon's, Pokemon's Pokemon. Ain't nothing wrong with copying it, or at least getting inspired by it, if that's what I want to call it. Boo. Prince of Persia? Oh, yes. Yeah. So let's talk about the old Ubisoft, shall we? So, Ubisoft. This whole idea of, I don't even know what the hell they're trying to say. I'm like genuinely baffled by it. So like the idea of, is there a quote here somewhere? When you look at the different, yeah, sure up. Yeah, people don't own the DVDs anymore. They don't own their music anymore. But that's actually a bit of the opposite, to be fair. That's why vinyls are coming back. That's why DVDs are actually making a bit of a resurgence. So music, like traditional physical forms of media, are actually coming back. Obviously, they're nowhere near as big as the digital and just downloading it or renting or streaming it, but they still exist. And this whole idea of getting comfortable not owning our games, what is Ubisoft thinking? What are they thinking? What the hell has become of Ubisoft, man? Like, I get where they're coming from in the sense of, I do get where they're coming from in, like, nobody buys a DVD, nobody buys an album anymore, nobody really even buys, like, the movies, the TV, whatever it is. It's all streaming services and subscriptions and passes, Nobody really has a physical copy. I think the last time I bought a physical copy of something was God of War, the 2018 one. And I got that. Yeah, I think that was the last time I got a physical copy of a game, which, I did eventually sell that because I'm done with that game now, and I did want it back eventually. I did kind of regret selling it, even though I played it through like 3 or 4 times, but I still enjoyed the fact that I actually had a physical copy. And the problem with this whole not owning games thing is so bad. It's bad for ownership because it's similar to the thing of like when cards like got introduced, right? When people went from using cash to card, people didn't see when they were spending their money, because with cash you could see that money physically leave your hands, but with card people were just spending like crazy because they didn't see how much money they were spending. And it's a similar case with games, where rather than people not knowing, like, oh, do I own this? Like, it's more of a case of like, I own this, like I own this game, this movie, or this album, but if my subscription runs out, I no longer own it. Or through some legal bullshit, which I know they're capable of doing, despite it being scummy as shit, they can and will do it. Ubisoft already did it with, like, what was it, Liberation? Assassin's Creed Liberation, and then some of the older Assassin's Creed games that you can't play anymore, or you can't even buy anymore. But genuinely, they could just take away products that you have already bought, and that is a fucking problem. Obviously with physical media, they can't do that. You have the disc, you've got it, it's in your house. They can't take that away from you. But when it comes to digital, even though it's scummy as shit, they legally can, like, take the game off the market. Which that part is not an issue. That's fine. If you don't want to sell your game on the market anymore, fine. But now they really do have the right to just see your game, like see the game that you have bought and you now own. But they're like, you know what? We know you spent money on this game. We know you already own it, but we're just not going to let you play it anymore because, we've made like a remastered version, and we're not even going to give you the remastered version for free. We're still going to make you pay for it twice because that's why. Like Ubisoft is now 100% legally incapable to do that, and it's shit. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they do like a Sony thing, because I know that Sony did a thing where they're able to, like, where people who bought The Last of Us Part 2 and then upgraded it to the PS5 version don't have to buy the new remastered version. I'm pretty sure. Like that's what they did. Like people who bought Last of Us Part 2 on the PS4 don't have to buy the game again to get the remastered version on the PS5. I'm pretty sure they get it for free. But that is great. Do that. Don't just be like, if you're gonna release like a remastered version, even though I don't agree with having Last of Us 2 remastered, I think it's ridiculous that a game from like 2018, 2019 is already getting remastered. At least do it like how they're doing it, where if you're gonna take the game off the store, the original Part 2, and then sell the remastered version only, give the people who have the original Part 2 the remastered version for free, you know? Because now, if you just decide, we're not going to let them play Part 2, let's say they want to remaster like Black Flag or something, people that already own Black Flag, give them the remastered version for free. Don't just take the game away from them and tell them, you got to buy the new one. Like that's some shitty shit. That is some real shitty shit that I can 100% see Ubisoft trying to pull, and people are going to go fucking ballistic, as they rightfully should, if they ever decide to do that. But yeah, hopefully, this is very much copium, but hopefully they don't do anything that stupid where they just straight up take away games from us, because we really need to like preserve these games. I remember seeing I can't remember who posted it, but somebody posted, like, I think it was the Ordinary Gamer, Mutahar, where like something close to like, was it 98% of the video games ever made just are like essentially unplayable unless you have an emulator of some sort, because like video games are just not preserved at all. They just, with how things are running, they're just so hard to reproduce or just to store somewhere. So physical media is still so important, especially for keeping all these older games still intact and in a playable condition. And I mean, yeah, that's, you know, I'm obviously a supporter of emulators as well. Because I want to be able to play those older games one day. And, you know, I don't mind buying a remaster. I don't mind it. But if I can, you know, I'd rather emulate it. And emulators nowadays, they're getting better and better, so there's not really, you know, emulate your games, you know, nothing wrong with that. And also, don't take away your game. Also, yeah, don't take away your games from your players as well, your loyal customers. Stop trying to fleece us for more money than we've already been fleeced for. You know, we're already struggling, and we're trying to play games for fun. Let's not get robbed again. Yeah, absolute scumbags. You know, let us keep our games. Let us keep playing the games that we have. Don't just take them away from us, and give people the chance to keep physical copies, because physical copies of games, in fact any form of media, should absolutely be kept. I know we are headed towards a digital world and nobody really buys physical media anymore, but trust me, they do, and it's for the best that we keep having physical media. And I know a lot of people will probably be like, and their argument will probably be like, oh, but the plastic and stuff, it's bad for the environment if we just keep making all this plastic to make all these plastic cases that we could have just, you know, saved up, and then you could just download it. Like, I mean, that's a fair argument, but at the same time, I also know that you fuckers are not exactly environmentally friendly. Let's have a look at your environmental stuff as well. You'll have a look at your oh my god, your CO2 footprint. I'm sure your studio is doing just fine, right? Why don't you show us all the CO2 emissions that your studio and stuff are producing, you know? Let's see that. Oh, look at that. He's producing a lot. do you mean? Looks like you're producing a lot of bad shit for the world as well. It looks like you're not environmentally friendly either. So, you know, there's never going to be a perfect answer, but just keep physical media. Just keep it. I don't see... There's no loss to keeping physical media. There is a loss if you get rid of physical media, because that means no more... It means that preserving games is harder, but... Physical media, it needs to stay. I'm fully for it. Physical media has to stay. Has to. Alright. Next one. Minecraft. Planet Earth. Oh yeah, this game did look fun though, so Ubisoft, oh, fair enough for this. This does look fun. I ain't gonna play it, but it looks fun. It looks like old Prince of Persia mixed with Castlevania, which I appreciate. But could people stop using that hairstyle though? There's one thing I want to complain about. Had like 10 different characters with that hairstyle already. Come on, give it a break. Planet Earth. Seal. Fish. Steak. Shark. Buffalo. Wolf. Furries. Is it buffalo or is it bison? Gazelle. Cheetah. Or jaguar, I guess, because it's up in the trees. What the hell is that? I forgot what the name of that is. Is that, I don't see, the kiwi bird? Yeah, looks like Minecraft. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Yeah, Minecraft, I guess. Okay, so no. Skull and Bones. Let's see. What are these guys cooking?
The Samsung S24 is here, and this.
Well, we know what they're cooking. It's probably going to be an unfinished, broken piece of shit, but let's see it anyways. Captain outfit, nice. You won't be able to see that because there's no third-person combat. Like there's no combat where you're not on the ship. All the combat's ship-based. Bloody Bones Legacy. What the hell? Wow. This game is going to sell like Skull and Bones. Yeah, I like have nothing. I got nothing for you there. Winter Survival. I'm playing that in real life. I don't need to get a game about that. Okay. Mario vs Donkey Kong.
Amazing mini Mario toy. Hurry, bye.
Bananas.
Ooh.
Mini Mario toy. It walks, it talks, it says. Each one comes in its own crystal ball. Collect one, collect them all. Be the first one on your block to own the amazing new mini Mario toy. Hurry before they're all sold out. Hurry, buy one, buy them all. Buy them all. Buy them all. Buy them all.
Yes, buy them all. Sold out. Yeah, they would be sold out already. I'll just go straight to the source. Oh, look at all the toads. Looks like Donkey Kong's a villain for Mario again. Mario.
Hey,
January 16th. There it is. And that's the puzzle game one, isn't it? Yeah. Looks like fun. Looks like fun. Okay, what else? Oh, yeah. Look at you. You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. It's actually back. I can't believe this game's still around. I can't believe they're making new. Crazy. In the neighborhood. Right, the zombies, fight them off. What the hell? I'm happy. I'm happy that Plants vs. Zombies coming back. Nice. Good on them. Seriously, there's more hairstyles than just that. Come on, guys. Come on, game devs. If you turn on aim assist, good. Turn that. Don't fucking cheat in a multiplayer game. Cheat all day long in single player games, absolutely. But multiplayer games, no, don't you dare do it. What is the point? What else? Alone in the Dark. Don't really care for Alone in the Dark, but it's cool. Yes, so we've reached the Xbox Games Direct part. Yeah. So I think now, is there anything else? Oh god, no, Madam Web, less of that. Yeah, is there really nothing else I care about other than there doesn't really seem to. No, the rest of this. Ooh, yeah, an Until Dawn film would be cool. And Palworld looks fun. I guess we should just watch the Xbox Director's Developer Direct, yeah. So, as you guys have probably already watched it already, I'm not gonna we're probably not gonna do like a full-on live reaction in the sense of we're gonna watch the whole 45. I might skip around a bit, you know. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. Well, we'll watch the whole video, quote unquote, but we'll skip around a bit. So like this, for example, who cares? I ain't watching all this. Now let's watch this. Obsidian.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed.
Oh yeah, this was like...
Avowed is an adventure into the
like
heart of the living lands. A frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity.
Oh no, that's Fallout 4.
And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Eora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world.
I'm sure it does.
And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, Gameplay Director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons,
You could
attacks,
dual wield.
and abilities for tactical advantages against a
pretty
wide
cool.
range of enemy types. It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks,
Ooh, nice
blocks,
little pull there.
parries,
That looked a bit.
and special attacks.
Oh, hey.
If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner.
Seems a bit
It's important
weird.
to pay attention
like,
to the types of enemies you're dealing with.
It doesn't feel like
Some
there's
units are
much
extremely
impact, and the
defensive,
blood doesn't look.
some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize, or
need
their
to see it
healing
again.
capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into
Yeah,
battle.
there it is. Yeah, that doesn't.
Dual-wield pistols and
That
control the
impact
encounter
when you were
mid-range.
slashing, it doesn't look that good.
Or even dual-wield wands to feel
This
like a
looks cool.
gunslinging mage. You
Yeah,
can
that
use your
looks cool.
enchanted
I like
wand to
that.
freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them. We've worked
That looked
hard
good.
to keep
That
you
did
constantly
look good.
engaged as battles unfold
That did
by
look good.
creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences. Like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers. And as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words,
All these names.
you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
Don't worry, they will.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips.
Whoa,
I was so
whoa.
surprised, and
Can't call them that.
it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly.
Nice.
Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the
Yeah,
quest,
what happened?
you have
Huh?
a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it?
Nope.
It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave.
Also true.
I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him,
Thirdborn.
if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive
Sure we will.
experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and wonderful.
Weird.
We
Wonderful.
found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience. By
that's
contrasting the vibrant
Ooh.
with the dull, or
Shiny
verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver complex emotional experiences for our players.
Sure you can.
The Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes.
Or glowing mushrooms.
All of the regions have a lot of special things
That's cool,
associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice
it's a
off in the
desert.
distance a
Great.
vibrant jewel of color. By
Oh, a little
transitioning
oasis.
from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful
nice.
oasis.
Yeah.
There's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
Always a little bit of danger, always.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
Avowed. Ooh. Dodge. Hit. Sword slash. Avowed. Oh, that's a cool screen. That would make for a great cover of the game. That should be the cover for the game.
With Virgin Media's
Oh, it's not
winter
finished.
sale
I thought I
savings.
just... Alright, next one. Yeah, that looks really cool, actually. This should be the box art of the game. If it's not, I'd be disappointed. It's a good ass art. Fall 2024. This year. Damn. Respect. Alright, what's the next one? So, from Obsidian to... Ninja Theory. Ah, so Senua. Senua Dos.
Hi, I'm Dom Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable
creepy.
journey into
Jesus.
Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
It's really, really pretty.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
Oh. It's good to
In
know.
the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top.
Yeah, historical
Senua
fiction. Nothing
face
wrong
up
with that.
to
Go with it.
giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover.
Droga from Skyrim.
Senua will make new enemies
Good.
and also
Yes,
new
more
allies who will come
More
to see her
allies as
unique
well, yes.
perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't, hearing voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring
She's like
Senua's
a
perspective
seer.
of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
Nice.
What does that mean?
Oh boy.
Terrifying.
Players will find themselves
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
traversing beautiful and hostile environments,
Beautifully
seeking
creepy.
answers from patterns
I like
and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
To her limits. Ooh, 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 ooh.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
Yeah, the combat did look good from the
One
Game
of our
Awards.
key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it.
Ooh.
It does feel
Damn.
very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it.
Yes.
Senua isn't a superhero.
Love that.
She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey.
God, that is... How
We
can you
want the
still
player
stand
to
it, bro?
always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
That was a bite to the neck. How'd you survive that?
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again, in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works, that's amazing.
God damn right it does.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears. These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural
I have
audio
those kind of
is
hallucinations
perfect
all
for
the
this
time.
because through headphones,
Not that crazy,
you
really,
surround yourself in a
I hear shit all the
three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience. Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep.
Jesus Christ, I thought
It's
I heard
not
something
only
actually
about
for real.
quality, it's
Jesus.
about
I was
personality.
losing
So
my
when
mind
you
for a
listen to
second.
Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
Oh yeah, this
We
performance.
feel their craft,
That
their
crazy
depth,
during
their
game
meaning
was-
in the
oof,
music.
this
It
went wild.
really
I
connects
liked it.
with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very
Straight up
immersive
ASMR
and
in
a
the
very
studio.
special and unique experience.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't.
Yeah,
it
we're all
exists through
Senua, yeah.
all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and
Yeah, we are Senua.
we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care, and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
So
Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our
music
cinematic
goes crazy.
scenes
I
to our
love it. I
puzzle
love the
solving,
music.
everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
May 21st.
At Curry's, we receive 40 hours of training, but
May 21st. Bloody hell, these games are coming out quick. Ooh. It's only in a couple months. I mean, yeah, it's January now, so it's only 5 months. January, February, March, May. Yeah, May. I had to count the months for a second. Square Enix. Yes. Over to Japan.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。
I've never really been a
30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。
Looks like they are. They're not taking the traditional turn-based route.
シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Look at all these cute things that you had to kill.
今回これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Gretz. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分をしっかりと表現できている。
I think that might have been the reason why I never really got into the Mana series when I was younger, because I didn't want a cute art style. I wanted Final Fantasy. I wanted edge. I think that might be why I didn't play this as a child. I stuck more to Final
今作
Fantasy.
には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
Like a dog? Like a big dog?
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上で、ヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目やアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなどゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
It looks like it's moving a bit too fast. It looks like that was moving a bit too fast for those little legs.
さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。 新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシ
That
ーム
logo
レスに
looks
体験できるよう、今
Someone
作に
playing
は
golf.
インタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聴いてみましょう。
Yeah. Ooh, it's music. I really like the music so far. From Senua to this, didn't really care for the music in Avowed, more care about the visuals in Avowed. The music and the vibe was
今
great in
作は
Senua.
アクション RPG 聖剣伝
The
説のアク
cuteness
ション部分
and
が
the
強
music
化
is
されてい
really
ま
good in
す。
this one as well for Mana.
空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となってお
Aero
り、
combat, yeah.
武器で
I
の
mean, it's
攻
not
撃
quite
だけで
Devil
な
May
く
Cry, but it's,
魔法
you
での
know,
攻
it's
撃も
still
可能にな
cool.
っています。そして本作ならではの特徴として、
It's
聖
very
剣
cute.
伝説
There's
シリー
nothing
ズで
wrong
は
with
お
that.
なじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うと
Make that
バト
character
ルを
a
手
like
助けして
darker
くれる
shade
よ
of
う
green
に
and
な
that's
り
a
ま
Dark
す。
Souls boss.
精霊
Like
に
a
よっては
slightly
様
darker
々
shade
な
of
特
green
性
and
の
maybe
違いがあ
some
りま
like
すので、
slime or
その効果とともに
oil or
聖剣
something
伝説の
leaking
世
out of
界ら
it,
しい
and then that's a
不
Dark
思議
Souls
な
boss.
力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
Yeah.
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは
Keep an
今
eye
後も
out.
様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Yeah, and when is that? Summer of this year. Yeah, these are all.
Say hello
God
to
damn.
limited edition displays.
It. Go away, display. These are all close. These are all close. Is everything they're releasing? Is everything in this presentation releasing this year then? Next one is. Whatever this is, I guess. Oxide. No idea what Oxide is.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V.
Civ.
We came together to
Wait,
create
what?
something new and innovative in a genre we
I
all
thought
love.
Civ was I thought Civ was for Axis.
Ara History
Wait,
Untold
what?
is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived
Ara.
notions about the genre.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna
push
say-
it forward
sorry.
in a modern,
Sorry.
empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have
dear.
over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game.
Get a
and
drink.
make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine,
Alexander.
questioning our design
Alexander.
assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the
Ara-
historical grand
no,
strategy
no,
game that
stop,
presents
stop,
a
stop.
living
I'm not gonna
world
say it.
where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
Not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life. An intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the Prestige system.
The Prestige? Oh,
to win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by Prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The Prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might.
Military seems like the right
scientific advancement.
So, what?
The choice is
I'm
theirs.
sorry, what? What is all this?
In Ara, there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade to improving their cities' and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios.
None of this.
This system makes Ara just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures. But leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Ara has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective
Gandhi, for some reason, is hyper-aggressive in the Civ games.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, 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 I hate cougars!
Someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line.
Get that shit up the
We
office.
can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of ARA is only the beginning. We're going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play ARA and to create your own history.
Nice. Alright, and I'm guessing the next one is the last one. Well, there's still room for one over the... Okay, go away, go away. Room for one last one. Yeah. So I didn't watch any of the trailers, so this is all new to me still. I knew that this existed, but I didn't know what kind of game it would be.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones.
Jörg Gustafsson.
Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure.
Temple of
Even
Doom.
today, it's one of the most iconic franchises
Last
in pop
Crusades.
culture.
Is it going to... Yeah, it's ignoring the last two. It's ignoring the last two.
You are
Fair
Indiana
enough.
Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones.
Proud legacy,
Todd
I'm not so
Howard
sure about that.
first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look
Todd looks a
at
bit
the new Indiana
weird
Jones
here.
game.
Is it just the camera? Is it just too bright? He seems a little bit too white there.
Let me tell you what you are missing.
Ooh.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
But where in Africa, huh? That was barely a headbutt. Come on, man. Todd Howard.
Myths.
Wait.
History.
First
Just different ways
person.
to interpret
Huh.
the past.
Is that for real?
Thousands of years of
Is
humanity.
it for real first person? Oh, that's the choice they're going with, huh?
Scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me.
Okay, so third person and first person, or what? I'm so... Wilhelm scream. Okay.
Throughout history,
is it first person and then
mankind has
just
built sites
third
of
person
great
cutscenes
spiritual
then?
significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
Who's the voice? What? Is it first person or third person? What? I'm confused. Is it a mix of both?
I've had run-ins with these guys before.
Okay, that looks...
Trust
okay,
me.
this is definitely first person at least, but...
It ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
Okay, so it looks like it's... Oh, well, that's a little bit ridiculous.
Patron of the fallen angels, protector of the Circulimani, the Great Circle.
The Great Circle? What's that? Ooh.
You have any idea how old that was?
No. Probably old though.
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels.
They scanned in the outfit.
For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting and interactive world we've built.
I guess if it was third person,
being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
I guess if it was third person, people would just say Uncharted, which is ironic considering Uncharted is an Indiana Jones video game, essentially.
Or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fist fight. All of these moments are much more intense in first person.
Yeah,
but we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat, the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view.
Yeah, so third person
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
Okay.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
They never are.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
Yeah, of course he does.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun and, to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global
That's a strong-ass whip carrying
action propelling you
fully grown man. Wait, Jesus.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the Indy films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style.
Ooh.
We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist.
Gina,
where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
And who is she?
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure.
Okay.
She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
She looks cool.
Hey, man, let's see if we can keep up.
Keep up?
What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy.
He looks like such an Indiana Jones villain. I don't know how else to put it. He looks like such an Indiana Jones
driven
villain,
down
man.
wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our models for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every Indy adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you.
You
may
punched
choose
him in the
to
helmet.
sneak around
Ouch,
at
your
enemy
hand,
patrol,
man.
or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits,
that ragdoll did
you
it.
got Indy's most
That looked a bit
iconic
bad.
tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect from Indy's whip. And hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Are you kidding me? Oh, don't be buried in
I want to
sand. Hell
thank
no,
you
that's a nightmare
all
for me.
for joining us for
Jesus.
our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yeah.
Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise
Indiana
and create
Jones.
such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not.
I hate that phrase.
Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an
this is
incredible adventure.
Movie for
I
everyone. This
think
is a video game
that's
for
something
everyone.
everyone
No, it's not.
wants to be
Come
part
on
of.
now, be real.
I'm also
So
very
what's the
excited
target
to announce
audience?
that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year, and we cannot
Later
wait
this year.
to share more soon.
Oh, there's Todd. See Todd in the background there? Do. 2024. So no exact release date, but still this year. Damn, how long they've been working on it that they were able to, well, probably release it this year. I doubt it will actually be released this year, but
In the Vodafone Big Winter Sale, get unlimited 5G data for only £16.
Oh, that was actually it. Oh, okay. Actually, wow, we actually did manage to watch the whole thing. Holy. I did not... I was not expecting to do that. So, yeah, that is surprising.
Huge.
So, actually expected for this year. But probably later this year. So, let's see. So, of these, I would probably say... I'd probably say Avowed is the one that I'm personally most looking forward to. Indiana Jones, it looks cool, I can't lie, but I would, this is another case where it's like similar to Avatar, I would have probably preferred a third-person game, but it looks cool. It's obviously trying to, I feel like it's definitely trying to avoid, it's literally gone full circle. It's trying to avoid Uncharted. It genuinely is. Like, Uncharted was basically trying to avoid being Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones, and then Tomb Raider was trying to avoid being Tomb Raider was trying to avoid being Indiana Jones when it first released, and now it's gone full circle with now Indiana Jones trying to avoid becoming Uncharted. So it's pretty funny to see that. It's pretty funny to see. But yeah, personally, I would have preferred a third person, to be honest. But I think that might genuinely just be because of that actually just genuinely might be because of Tomb Raider and Uncharted, where I'm so used to having like these kind of adventure games, these story adventure, looking for treasure kind of games being third person. But I can appreciate it being in first person. Don't mind. But yeah, that. Me personally, never been into this kind of sort of strategy game, like the Civilization sort of games, and this seems like very Civ type, which if you're into that, you're into that, but it's not really for me. Avowed, I mean, I like Obsidian, I liked New Vegas, I like Skyrim, so obviously they didn't make Skyrim, but you know what I mean. It's a similar sort of, it's an RPG, I'm going to play it. Visions of Mana, music looked cool, art looked cool, but combat looked decent, but you know, I've always been wanting to Final Fantasy, which is why I never really played the Mana franchise, and probably not for me again, just because I know Final Fantasy, will be a Final Fantasy this year, so, you know, not for me, but hey, if you enjoy it, and Senua Saga, I've only watched people play the first one, I've never played the game itself, but it looks cool, so probably going to play that at some point, at least the original one, and then the second one if I feel like it, because I mean the first one goes on sale quite often. I'm pretty sure it's on sale on Steam now, and it's only like £3, so I might even have a go at that at some point, so probably will be playing that. And then Indiana Jones, yeah, so of the 5 of these, I'll probably be playing at least 2 of them, these 2, and then possibly 3 if I enjoy Hellblade, which I'm sure I will. So it's more than likely going to be 3 of these games I play, but because I've only heard good things about Senua, about the Hellblade, you know. I've only heard good things about the first game, so I'm sure I'll like it. But yeah, just in case, you know, like I'm one of those people that I don't mind if a game's story is short. I don't mind, but there has to be a point of like, come on, there has to be like a minimum sort of length. Like, you know, I'm not against games being short, right? I like my short games, but if we're gonna price a game at if you're gonna release a game at full price, I'll expect a little bit more meat on the bone, you know. Graphics, music, and all that is fine, absolutely, but I do want to, you know, I do want to experience this and spend a little bit of time with it. And by a little bit, I mean, you know, I don't want to finish it in an afternoon. Give me at least like 2 afternoons to finish it. That is a decent amount of time. But if I can literally finish it in one sitting and like not need to go to the toilet or go for a snack or something, then that's too short. Like that's my standard. If I can sit down, finish a game, and I'm not hungry, thirsty, or need to go to the toilet, that game's too short. If I can finish a game in one sitting, but I'm like, I need to go for a break for a toilet, and then I need to go for a break for maybe a bit of a snack or something, then that's still a short game. But, you know, it's at least a decent length. But at least like 2 sittings, you know, 2 sittings of a game, you know. Like, you know, the Uncharted games, I feel like those games are relatively short, but those were still like 2 sittings for me. I don't really care for like and that's, without collecting the collectibles, because I know there are collectibles in those games which do increase the runtime, but I've never been one to be for collectibles. But without collectibles and without any extra content, just story, it should still be a decent length, And for the Uncharted games and the Last of Us games, those were like 2 or 3 sittings, I remember. I think the first one was like first Uncharted was 2 sittings for me. Second one I did it took me like 3 days. Not 3 full days, obviously. More like 3. I had like 3 afternoons free that I just played the game. So Uncharted 2 is my favorite of the Uncharted, and Uncharted 3 was only I think Uncharted 3 was only 1 sitting for me actually. And 4 was only 1 sitting, I think, as well. And then Last of Us 1 was like 2 sittings, and then Last of Us the original was 2 sittings, and Last of Us 2 was like 2 sittings as well. So I don't mind the game being short, no problem with that. But just a little bit of meat, just a little bit more meat and potatoes. I don't want a full I'm not expecting a full buffet and overload of food. I don't need the food to last me for 7 days and 7 nights, but give me a decent meal that'll fill me up for a bit, and maybe a little bit of leftovers for another meal if I feel like it, that sort of feeling. But yeah, I feel like enough of Uncharted, enough of that. But I feel like Indiana Jones, it's going to be similar in length. It definitely is going to be more of a shorter game. It shouldn't be a 1 sitting kind of game though. I don't want no Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 campaign, and I mean the Modern Warfare 3, the 2023 one. If it's going to be a Modern Warfare 3 campaign, I'd rather be the original Modern Warfare 3 kind of campaign. Short and sweet, but actually filled with content. And Indiana Jones, the fact that it takes place just before so it's meant to take place before Last Crusade, so in that case Indiana Jones, Indy's still young enough that he'd still be out adventuring, and he should still be single by this point, if I remember. It's been a while since I've watched the original Indiana Joneses, and the last one I watched was the latest one, which was a movie that existed for sure. And it's good that they chose a time frame where he was still young-ish, not like super young, but he's already at least established, and he's not old man Harrison Ford at this point. He's still Indiana Jones. But yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, my personal picks would be Avowed, Senua, and Indiana Jones, and then probably gonna skip on Ara and Mana. Not really my kind of games, but yeah, overall that's pretty good. I'm excited. I'm also I'm properly surprised that all of these are expected to be for 2024 as well. So yeah, I mean, Senua is coming out in 5 months time, and then Visions of Mana is in the summer, and then Ara and Avowed in fall, and then Indiana Jones, it says 2024, but I feel like they put that there more so just as a placeholder rather than an actual set date. I feel like the 2024 is absolutely going to change. It's definitely it looks good so far, but the fact that they put like an actual time frame for these ones, but only put 2024 for Indiana Jones, kind of tells me that they're not fully finalized on everything. Like the fact that they have a date for Senua and like solid time frames for the other 3 games shows me that they're at least somewhat close to finishing. The fact that it only says 2024 for Indiana Jones tells me that they're probably like 80% of the way done, 80 to 90, but that's not enough. Whereas the other 4 games are like either pretty much done in the case of Senua, or like close to finished for the other 3. These 3 right here. Yeah, so Indiana Jones probably like 80 to 90%, which is why they put 2024. My guess would be if it was 2024, it's going to be like November, December. Definitely quarter 4 for 2024. Or it's going to get pushed back to early 2025, which is no problem either. There's still games coming out this year, but I feel like, you know, with the old big old Rockstar and GTA 6 coming out in 2025, I feel like a lot of game devs will want to avoid that year. You don't really want to come out the same year as a GTA. That's not really going to go well for you. Because we all know exactly where everyone's going once GTA 6 comes out. We all know exactly where everyone's going. And hey, I'll be there too. I'll be over in I'll be over in Vice City when GTA 6 comes out. I'm going to be playing as what was the character's name? Lucia and was it Jason? Yeah. Can't wait for that. But yeah, that makes sense that everything here is 2024 apart from Indiana Jones. Early 2025 / Q4 of 2024 is when I expect it. Alright, so that being said, guys, I did say this was going to be a short one, and it will be because I'm still sick. But yeah, it was nice catching up with you guys. We are back. But we are back. We are back to streaming. It's nice knowing that I'm able to stream again. I missed this. I actually did. I really missed this. It feels weird to say. I thought at first, maybe a nice break from streaming, and then like maybe I can really decide if I really want to continue streaming. And you know what? I did decide, and I decided that I enjoy it. I actually missed it. I properly missed it. The first like 2 days were like a nice little break, but then after that I was like, damn, I actually miss streaming. So it's nice to be back. And more streams to come in the future. Who knows? The plans, I would still like to play a single player game next, and that is what I hope to do. I don't know if that will be for next stream, but yeah, definitely going to be single player. No stream tomorrow because it's a Sunday. Plus, I am still a bit sick, if you guys can't tell. So, you know, that is the other reason for why this stream is short. It was meant to be just a catch up. Plus, I'm still sick, so not tomorrow because tomorrow's my day off. Plus, I'm sick. You know, my day off from streaming. Plus, I'm sick, and then hopefully I'm okay again on Monday. If not, then I will update you guys on my Twitter as well as on the on my Twitch page to show you whether or not I will be streaming on Monday. But as far as I'm aware, Monday is when I will see you guys next. So with that being said, guys, I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. I will see you next time. Goodbye.